Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're going to be playing some MekHQ and I'm glad you could join me. Hello Varenk, glad you could make it. We are gonna start with a quick recap of yesterday, or rather today, August 7th, 3052. We did have a couple birthdays and a couple anniversaries, but mainly we had a scenario that we did not do so well at. We did salvage the right leg off the Orion 2C. We're working on a Highlander and a Cyclops refit kits. The Orion 2C has been removed from the unit roster, so that right leg must have been the last thing that we had for that. Now, here where it's all this red, where it says Giovanna Alexander could not find a 300XL engine or a 275XL engine because we do not trade supplies with the clans. I'm hoping that is going to go away with tomorrow because, and there's quite a lot of it as you can see. I turned off the verbose reporting for the forget what it was called, but I'm not even sure which options it was under. I think it was under MekHQ options. Under display maybe, or no? Maybe it was under, I don't even remember now. It was under maybe MekHQ options. No. I don't remember where I turned off verbose reporting, but I turned off the verbose reporting. So hopefully, when this this procurement list comes to pass tomorrow, we won't be getting all of this red for every item on the list. That said, I did add a bunch of items to the procurement list, and I did so by clicking on the parts in use report. And I've got engines I've got set at 51% restock percentage. For ammunition, I've got it set at 100% restock percentage. But yeah, down here at the bottom it says add part orders to fill requested stock levels weekly. So I checked that box and order parts to fill requested stock. I clicked that button. So now all of the items that we were low on according to requested stock percentage, which I set a couple weeks ago actually, those are all going to pop up in our procurement list, and I did clear this out a bit. There were a bunch of center torsos, which we are not going to be getting, because if we lose the center torso, we've lost the mech, so there's no point in replacing the center torso. So, unless it's like an endosteel center torso, which we can use to upgrade a standard structure mech, but there weren't any of those. So instead we've got some engines and some parts, and maybe not some aero sensors. Maybe not some aero sensors. We do have 4 lots of ferrofibrous armor on the list. We do have 35 medium lasers on the list based on our percentages, so that's going to take us a little bit to chew through that. We've got 18 tons of LRM ammo and 69 tons of armor that have been added to the list. So that is going to take a little bit to chew through that as well. That said, we do have all of the administrators, so we should be chewing through that stuff at a fairly rapid pace. Other than that, we did find the engines that we were looking for, but I do need to add a couple of other engines. based on the refits that I'm planning on doing. So we will parts and use report. There was a 300 XL 50-ton engine. We've got one in storage and one in use. I would like to let's go ahead and purchase one of these. What else did we want? LRM ammo we've got on the list. A 70-ton right arm. We're about to use our third from the last one, and I don't like having 3 of anything left. That's under mech right arm. And that's a standard right arm. 70-ton style. Yeah, we're down to we've got 3 in storage. We only have 1 in use. Do we really only have 1 in use? We are going to buy, I think, 2 of those just to be on the safe side. And then a 350 XL 70-ton style engine. Uh, 350 XL 70-ton. Yeah, we've got none in storage, we've got 1 in use, and we definitely are planning on using at least 1 for a refit, so we'll pick up 2 of those. And then, okay, the 240 standard engine for an 80-ton. I noticed that we don't have any in stock, even though that is Hoser's Ride's engine. That one is already on the list. We've got 1 on the procurement list. Fox, hey, how's it going? Glad you could make it. Glad you're only a little bit late. We were just doing a quick recap of last week and what you missed. Basically, it was just all the procurement list, and yeah, it was mainly just the procurement list. We did recover 8 mechs from last week's episode. We're going to have to do some repairs on those. We are in fact going to have some armor and some parts to repair. With some TSM. We'll have Ben be working on that, and he can actually do that relatively quickly. Can do those on 2s in 12 minutes each. So yeah, we'll have him do those. The Cestus needs its right leg repaired. We can do that in 17 minutes. It needs its right arm repaired. We can do that in 17 minutes. And that just leaves some armor and reloads and a hand actuator. We've got the Archer. Needs its right torso repaired. Do that in 23 minutes. And the right arm we're going to have to replace. Yeah, you're not wrong. Last week was a bad beat. Hopefully we've got the support points to pull things together from here out. We will have to see. But in the meantime, we're going to have to salvage the Archer's right arm. We can have Septi pull those out at full speed. $12 minutes apiece on 2s, no problem. And we can go back to repair, we can go back to all. We can now scrap the right arm. And we're going to have to replace the right arm. And it's not going to be Ben, because he's already spent his time for today. That's going to be an Ediborg job. She can do that on a 24 if she does it in today. And if she fails, then we'll send it off to Ben to finish up tomorrow. And she did fail. She rolled a Snake Eyes. At least she gained an XP from it. Ben will start on that and he'll finish that tomorrow. The SRM4, we've got a weapon specialist. We've got Elena, can do that on a 2. And then we've got some armor. We can have Jamel do the armor. He's got 24 XP. Guillaume has 31 XP. Yeah, we'll have Guillaume finish up the armor on all of these mechs. The Marauder, that'll be all of him as well. I should be saving some time on these. Oops. We'll have Veronica can knock these out. That'll be, ooh, we don't need to spend 280 minutes on that. We can spend 35 minutes on that. The Cestus is going to be a bunch of little jobs as well. We've got some ammo that we need to replace. We'll have, I guess Yosefa is our lowest XP that's not doing anything. And a hand actuator, we can have Septi do that on a 4 and 12 minutes. The Manowar waiting on a heat sink. The Marauder's waiting on a large pulse laser. The Archer's waiting on its right arm to be replaced, and then we can put in its armor and actuators. In the meantime, we are going to be not exploring our strategic map because we have no support points, and we would like to build some of those up before we go advancing any further. So yeah, we are okay, yeah. We'll go ahead and just for posterity's sake, we'll save our campaign as V2. Because that's how I had been saving it. Moving on to the 8th. And hopefully we don't spawn any missions. We got some birthdays, we got some anniversaries, we got the right arm on the Archer. Way to go, Ben. Let's go ahead and we'll finish up that job. We'll have Ben finish up the armor. And then the actuators. We can have a veteran fix those. We can have Jamel or Guillaume, who has 32 XP already. Okay, so the Marauder needs a large pulse laser, which it's missing from its left torso, and that's a clan large pulse laser. So we're not going to be able to just throw an inner sphere large pulse laser in there. We did find a bunch of parts. We've got an XL engine delivery in 32 days. We've got a right leg in 31 days. We've got an engine in 35 days and another one in 32. We've got ferrofibrous armor in 34 days, 33 days. Yeah, all this stuff is going to take a while to come in, but it's all stuff that we would like to have. And this is the soonest we can get it. So that was Sunday. Let's move on to, I guess, Monday. Monday the 9th. Okay, we've got the personnel market updated. We can get a female veteran mech warrior, Van Hishika Asen. She's a 3-4 pilot with no special abilities. I don't think we're interested in that. We got a couple of birthdays. We did produce 3 support points. Huzzah! That is actually enough. If we want to go exploring, we could. Oh, and there's a mission that has spawned. We got a bunch of people wanted to drop out of their education. We've got the Highlander and the Cyclops ready, and the Cyclops is ready in 2 days. The Highlander's ready in 13. We're working our way through the procurement list. We did pick up a bunch of medium lasers. We'll be seeing those in about a month. 280 fusion engine, 255 fusion engine, those will both be about a month. 255 engines, those will be about a month. LRM5 ammo, we've got a bunch of that coming in about a month. Armor we've got coming in about a month. Fighter cubicle. Were we looking for a fighter cubicle? I thought I took all of those off the list. We can take off the setter torso. We can take off the aero sensors. We can take off all these setter torsos actually. And the aero sensors. And the mech cubicle. And the aero sensors. And the fighter cubicle. Mech center torso, we can remove that. I'm starting to feel as though maybe I did this all before and it didn't take. I mean, I know that I've done this before. I'm pretty sure I removed the KF boom and the spacecraft engines from the procurement list before. As well as the center torso and the sensors. We can't get double heat sinks clan version. We don't need thrusters or life support systems or bay door or landing gear. Sensors come part and parcel with the head. We don't need center torso. We can't get clan endo steel. What else can we not get? The target computer, we'll try for that. The ER small and the ER medium, we'll try for that. The clan endo steel we can't get a hold of. We only need that for the grizzly. The long tom we're not interested in. Turret, the aero sensors. Center torso we're not interested in. Aero heat sinks we're not interested in. Spacecraft life support we don't need to worry about. Center torso. We'll take the aerospace armor. We don't need sensors or avionics. We can't get a 300 clan engine. We don't need a center torso. We don't need centers. We don't need center torso. Could have sworn I went through the list already and did that once already. But it doesn't seem to have taken. Fortunately, this is all medium lasers and engines and ammo, so we shouldn't have too much to worry about as far as that. Bunch of stuff we can't get. Oh, that's why. Because I went to parts needed report, or not the parts needed report, the parts in use report. And I checked these two boxes at the bottom that says add parts orders to fill requested stock levels weekly. I'm thinking I should uncheck that. And then we've got order parts to fill requested stock down there at the bottom as well. And I don't think we need to do that as well. And I think MekHQ sensors, aerospace, or dropship docking collar. Okay. We can't get a 70-ton Clan fusion engine. Okay, so I think everything that we need is on the list and everything we don't need is off the list. We'll check on that next Monday. Yeah, weekly stock check. 57 different kinds of parts are under requested stock levels. Orders have been put in to buy them. And that is across our entire TO&E, not just our mechs or the mechs that we're using. So those are going to pop up again next Monday, I believe. In the meantime, we've got 3 support points. We've got a diversion engagement battle here, where they're bringing 18,000 points worth of tanks, mainly, from the look of it. They've got a VTOL, they've got a couple hover tanks, they've got some demon tanks. Mainly it's Zephyrs and Demons with some reinforcements. They've got a couple of mechs, all with veteran pilots. The enemy has deployed a delaying force to stall our advance towards a critical objective. Their mission is to slow us down, bleed our forces, and buy time for their reinforcements to fortify their position. Your task is to push through the blockade and continue the advance. Okay, so we can make sure that 50% of our forces reach the far edge of the engagement zone, bypassing the enemy's attempt to hold you in place. Alternatively, if they commit too heavily to blocking your path, we can destroy at least 75% of their forces, breaking their ability to resist and forcing them to withdraw. Now, they do have 18,000 points. What have we got that is about 18,000 points? We've got Tethys at 12, we've got Aleutian at 12, Galatea at 13. Ryukyu at 7, Tonga at 14, Mariana at 13. I'm thinking Tonga Lance is our primary. Tonga Lance is our primary. That leaves us about 4,000 short. And Ryukyu maybe as our secondary. This scenario will occur on 0809. So that is... oh, that is today. Clan Wolf Op 4 has not bid away any forces. Clan Wolf ground reinforcements has not bid away any reinforcements. Okay, so we're gonna go... we'll go Tonga Lance. And we'll reinforce with Ryukyu Lance, because they're good and fast. And we will spend 3 support points to reinforce. Means we only need to beat a 4. Or no, we need to beat a 6. Okay, we rolled a 3. Ryukyu. Ryukyu? Oh, Ryukyu's on patrol, not maneuver. Okay, well. But they will be delayed. Okay. Don't know how delayed they will be. But it seems as though that battle is going to be today. Okay, so we've got reinforcements arriving on round 8. Seems slow for Ryukyu lands, considering that they're all speed 6 or higher. The Phoenix Hawk is speed 7, the Spider is speed 8, the Jenner is speed 8, the Hunchback is speed 7. And I believe these guys also have a commander who has strategy. He does not have tactics yet, but he does have strategy. So that means that we should be engaging a turn early for that. Okay, so 6-9 and 6-9 with jump capability. So those are both speed 7, plus 1 is 8. So we should be arriving on round 4. The Jenner is speed 8, plus 1 is 9, so we should be arriving on round 3. And then the Spider is speed 9, plus 1 is 10, so we should be arriving on turn 2. And that was my phone, not yours. So, let's go ahead and... Oh, this is a small little map. Okay, so our objective was what again? Get 50% of our forces across the field and or destroy 75% of their forces. And this is, again, a tiny little map, so we will see how that goes. We've won initiative for deployment phase. We might be able to win this just on account of how small the map is. We'll send the Stalker up the middle, up across that street. The Grizzly, the Man-O-War, we'll send the Awesome up behind the Stalker. The Grizzly on one side, and the Man-O-War on the other. And all of our reinforcements are deploying on the east side. Okay. Oh, we are seriously hampered by darkness, it looks like. Hold on. You know what? We'll try this. We will try this and we'll see how that goes. Okay, we got units deploying on round 2 in the east. Alright, the Stalker will advance 2 hexes. The Spider will jump 8. Let's see. The Grizzly will advance 2 hexes. And the Zephyr is already... Oh. There's 2 Zephyrs. That's why. Lightning needed a 5, gets a 10 for moving backwards over an elevation change. Zephyr tries to tag the spider. Zephyr tries to tag the Manowar and succeeds. Zephyr tries to tag the spider. Both of them fail. Okay, well. Spider at the Zephyr. We've got him on a pair of 9s, and we can fire both of our lasers at him and not be overheated. Oh, we've got more than 2 lasers on this spider. Yeah, we'll do everything since we can. The Grizzly has the Zephyr outside of visual range. We've got Ash. Has the Zephyr on 4s. So yeah, we'll take as many of those as we can afford to. That'll be 3 heat over to take out that Zephyr. The Grizzly can still not hit the Zephyr. Hoser can still not hit the Zephyr. Alright, Spider hits the Zephyr in the rear for 5, down to 14 armor, cost it half its movement points. Nice. Medium laser to the left side and the left side critical for no effect, down to 14 there. And then Ash at the other Zephyr hits it in the left side, immobilizing it, hits it in the front, the turret, the front, the left side, leaving it with 14. The front again down to 14, the turret down to 19, left side down to 9, turret down to 9, left side down to 4, left side down to 3 structure. Zephyr hits the spider in the left torso for 5, down to 5 armor there. And then the Zephyr hits the gargoyle in the right arm, and the left leg, and then attaches a narc pod to our left torso. Well, that's a bummer. The Zephyr tank misses the spider on a bunch, well, I would say a bunch of 11s, but he did snag us with a narc launcher on the head. And then we take another 6 damage to the Manowar's left torso and left arm from an unknown source. Manowar needs a 4 to stay standing, gets a 6. Manowar's up to 3 heat, everyone else is running cool. We are losing initiative. And that reminds me, I have to check on one thing real quick, give me just a second. Okay, I'm glad I checked on that because that would have been a problem later when Gemini got here. Let's see. Jenner can spawn here and jump 5 hexes from there. Let's see. Stalker will advance 2 hexes at a sprint. Hoser will advance 2 hexes at a sprint. Tsubasa and the Grizzly will move forward. We'll jump forward 4 hexes and take a shot at the Zephyr. Oh, there's a nightshade over here. That is a VTOL. Ash. And jump to here and get eyes on the nightshade if it doesn't escape our vision as soon as it wants to move. The Jenner. Jenner can be evasive and still hit the Zephyr in the back. The Spider will jump 7 hexes and hopefully get that Nightshade. Nope, no news on the Nightshade. Okay, well. The Jenner will shoot the Zephyr in the back on 6s for 4 heat over. The Spider has eyes on nobody. Tsubasa has eyes on the Zephyr. We'll hit him on the left side with a Gauss rifle and a large pulse and a medium pulse and a small pulse and an LRM-10. All of those are guaranteed to hit. The Man of War will turn and shoot the Zephyr in the left side with all the mediums. All the mediums, that leaves us heat neutral because there's no reason to go beyond that. Alright, the Jenner hits the Zephyr in the rear, the rear, the rear, and the rear and destroys the Zephyr. The Lightning hits the Jenner with 3 SRMs, or no. The Lightning misses the Jenner with a streak with an SRM4 one-shot Inferno. And then the Stalker takes a random 15 points to the right arm, down to 13, and 2 more to the center torso and right leg, down to 36 and 28. The Grizzly hits the Zephyr in the turret and destroys the Zephyr. And then the Man of War hits the Zephyr everywhere else, and the Zephyr is no more. Can we kick that building? Medium fortress building with a construction factor of 40. Yeah, we'll skip that. Skip that. The Jenner is up to 4 heat, the Grizzly is up to 2, everyone else is running cool. We've 1 initiative going into round 4. We're deploying the Hunchback and the Phoenix Hawk this turn, so we'll do the Hunchback here. And the Phoenix Hawk here. Okay. We'll start with the Stalker, who will advance at a run. We've got a sensor return over here to the left. We've got the Grizzly can jump and escape next turn. We've got the Man of War can jump and escape next turn. We've got Hoser is gonna have to sprint in the darkness. Let's see. The Jenner can jump 5 hexes, will land here. The Phoenix Hawk will jump 6 hexes and land here. Jesus. And the Hunchback will maybe move here and shoot the Zephyr in the back. Okay, so the Spider can walk for 6 movement points or 7 and shoot. Okay, the Zephyr tags the Jenner. Alright. The Jenner is going to tag the Lightning on 7s. We'll go 10 heat over for that. The Hunchback. I'll tag the Zephyr in the back with everything on 5s. Oh, that is not even heat neutral, that is heat under. The Spider at the VTOL, we've got him on 11s. Maybe we'll land a hit, probably not. Tsubasa has him with the has a 9 on the Gauss rifle, has 7s with the pulse lasers, and an 8 with the LRM. So yeah, we'll take those shots. And the Phoenix Hawk has the Zephyr on 6s. Last but not least, the Gargoyle has the VTOL on 9s, so we'll take as many of those shots as we can afford to. Go 6 heat over because we're going to escape next turn. Alright, the Lightning missed the Hunchback on an 8. The Nightshade lands a hit on the Spider's left torso for 9, down to 3 structure. Ouch. The Jenner hits the Lightning in the right side, immobilizing it. The Hunchback hits the Zephyr in the rear and the turret in the left side, immobilizing it. And the rear does not get the kill. The Spider misses the Nightshade on 11s. The Stalker takes another 15 to the chest and 2 to the center torso and the right leg. Center torso is down to 19. Wish I knew where that 15-point chunk of damage was coming from. The Grizzly misses the Nightshade with the Gauss rifle, does hit the rear with the large pulse laser down to 0 armor, and then the Zephyr hits the Hunchback in the right torso, left arm, and left torso, down to 11 on that left arm, and 3 more to the left torso down to 12. The Phoenix Hawk hits the Zephyr in the front, immobilizing it, hits it in the right side, hits it in the right side again, caused it to half its movement points, leaving it with 14 movement points. And a small laser to the right. Small laser to the right to the Zephyr misses. The Spider takes another 8 damage to the right torso and right leg from an unspecified source. And then the Man-O-War hits the Nightshade in the rear and destroys the Nightshade. So that's cool. The Phoenix Hawk will kick the Lightning attack vehicle on 1. Kicks it in the front for 9, leaves it with 11. Our Jenner is up to 10 heat. Our Grizzly is up to 4. Our Phoenix Hawk is up to 5. Our Man-O-War is up to 6. We've lost initiative, and we are going first. Let's start with the Stalker. And follow that with Hoser. We'll have Hoser walk this turn, because I suspect he might have a target at some point. The Spider can now see a Prowler, which has not moved yet. Let's see, the Phoenix Hawk. And jump to here. The Jenner can end up behind this lightning, or to its left side. Where is it weak? It is weak on the right side, actually. We can come over here and hit it on the right side. And the Hunchback, we'll just turn and hit the Zephyr in the rear. Tsubasa and the Grizzly could flee this turn, but we will instead move to here. And Ash and the Man-O-War. Ash and the Man-O-War can take shots at the Demon, or she can flee this turn. Yeah, we'll take shots at the Demon this turn. Alright, the Jenner at the Lightning attack Hovercraft. We've got him on the right side on ones, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 12 feet over and we'll escape next turn. The Hunchback will hit the Zephyr in the rear. Or no. We'll skip the one large. We'll do 3 mediums at the rear. That should do it. And then the Lightning, we've got him on the right side. We'll do the large, and we'll do 1, 2, 3 mediums as well, just to finish him off just in case. Let's see, the Stalker has the Prowler on 6s, so we'll take those shots. A pair of 8s and a 10s, maybe not. We'll do a pair of 9s, go 3 heat over. And I'll throw in a 5 because we do have the targeting computer, the combat computer. Let's see, the Speeder at the Prowler on 8s. And we'll throw in a 12 just in case. Let's see, the Grizzly can hit the Prowler on a 4. No, outside of visual range. Cannot hit the Prowler at all. The Phoenix Hawk. Phoenix Hawk doesn't have eyes on the Prowler. No, he does. He could get him on an 8 and a pair of 12s. We'll go 5 feet over for a 12. The Man-O-War has the Demon on 4s, so we'll take all of those shots. We'll go 9 heat over against the Demon because we're expecting to retreat next turn. And Hoser has the Prowler on a 1, has the Demon outside of visual range. So we'll do 1, 2, 3 at the Prowler. Alright, the Jenner hits the Lightning and immobilizes it, hits it on the right side some more, and destroys the Lightning. The Hunchback hits the Zephyr in the rear and destroys the Zephyr, hits the Lightning in the front, and the Lightning is already dead. The Stalker hits the Prowler in the right side, immobilizing it. Hits the Prowler on the right side with an ER medium, low to 6. Lands an SRM 6 for 6 missiles. Hits it in the right side, the turret, the right side critical, destroying the engine. The turret and the front 2 more times, costing it more movement points. And the LRM 5 also hits in the right side for 3, leaving it with 5 structure. The Spider hits the Prowler in the front. The Phoenix Hawk hits the Prowler, misses the Prowler on an 8 and a 10. The Demon hits the Man of War in the right torso with a Gauss rifle down to 9 armor. And Streak SRMs to the left leg, left arm, left torso, left arm. Man of War at the Demon hits it in the left side, stunning the crew. The left side, the left side, the left side, and the turret. Left side down to 5 armor, left side down to 0 armor, stunning the crew for 3 turns. Hits it on the rear, costing it half its movement points. And then Hoser hits the Prowler in the right side and destroys the Prowler. And Man of War took 20 plus, needs a 4 to stay standing, gets a 6. That is a fast, jumpy hunch. Yes, it is. The extra cooling is for those jump jets. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Physical attacks. We're going to skip attacking the buildings. Jenner is up to 12 heat. Stalker is up to 5. Phoenix Hawk is up to 5. Man of War is up to 9. We have lost initiative and we are going first. So, we'll have the Jenner move to here. Have the Stalker move to here. We'll have the Hunchy jump to here. Oh, there's a Hussar behind us now. The Speeder will jump 5 hexes and take shots at the Hussar if it doesn't move. Tsubasa will turn and shoot the Hussar, whether it moves or not. We've got the Phoenix Hawk will move into this edge. Ash will jump to this hex. And Hoser will move forward 1 hex as well. That's all he's got. Let's see. Jenner does not have eyes on the Hussar. The Stalker does. The Stalker has him on 7s. Sevens and 9s and 8s. We'll skip the 9s. We'll do the 7s on the Hussar and the 8s. That'll put us 8 heat over, which is fine, because this is probably going to be the last round of the battle, because we can just escape next turn. We've got the Hussar on an 8 with him, and some 10s. We'll go 3 heat over on some 10s. The Spider at the Hussar on 9s. Sure, why not? Tsubasa in the Grizzly has the Hussar on a 5. Can we hit anything else? Those are just sensor returns, so no. That'll be a 5 and a 3 and a 3 and a 3 and a 4. The Phoenix Hawk has the Hussar on 5s and 7s. We'll go 3 heat over for that. The Man-O-War does not have shots on the sensor returns, so we'll take a bunch of 8s on the Hussar, just heat neutral. And then Hoser doesn't have eyes on anyone. Stalker hits the Hussar in the left arm and the left torso, hits him in the left torso and the center torso, down to 0 armor, medium laser to the right torso, down to 3 structure, SRMs to the center torso, destroyed the Hussar. With engine crits? Yeah. ER large to the left torso, crits on the engine and the gyro. There's not going to be anything left of this Hussar. Center torso critical, takes a hit to the engine. Wait, what? Center torso critical down to 6 structure. Right torso down to 2 structure. Medium laser to the left leg down to 4 structure. And then, oh. The spider misses on a bunch of 9s, and then Tsubasa takes a bunch of 2s to the center torso and the right arm and the left torso. Tsubasa's center torso critical hit hits him in the engine, so he is going to be building up some heat. And then Tsubasa fires at the Hussar, hits him in the center torso, and destroys the Hussar. Phoenix Hawk follows that up. Man-O-War follows that up. Tsubasa took 20 plus, needs a 4, gets a 9. Physical attacks, we've got nothing. Stalker's up to 8 heat. Tsubasa is up to 4. Everyone else is running 3 or less. We're at 96%, they're at 58%. Forces remaining. And this is where we're going to start fleeing the battlefield. Yeah, I think we can call this a victory at this point, given that they basically have no forces left. What have they got? They've got a demon over here somewhere. Yeah, they've got a trio of demons and a talon. Yeah, we will jump over to here. Phoenix Hawk will jump over to here. The Man-O-War can jump to here and get eyes on that demon. And the Talon. And Hoser's Ride will continue advancing at its inexorable pace. Jenner flees the battlefield. We got the demon outside of visual range. We've got the other demon outside of visual range, so we'll skip him. We've got 7 on the demon and some 11s. Let's see, the spider also at the demon or the talon. Talon has less armor. We'll hit him on a bunch of 8s. And a 12. Just to be heat neutral. The grizzly at the talon has him on a 3, and a 2, and a 4, and a 6, and a 3. That'll put us 11 heat over. The Phoenix Hawk at the demon has him on a 6 and a pair of 8s. The Man-O-War has the Talon on a bunch of 4s. We'll go 6 heat over for that. And then Hoser has the demon on 3s. Can't afford to overheat right now, but you know. Alright, Tsubasa takes 10 to the right leg from an unknown source. Yeah, no, we're not getting any salvage this battle. The Hunchback hits the demon and immobilizes it. Hits him in the left side and the left side, leaving him with 22 armor. The demon hits Tsubasa in the right arm with a Gauss rifle, down to 5. The spider hits the Talon in the left arm twice, down to 2 armor. The demon misses the grizzly on an 8 and a 10. Tsubasa hits the Talon in the center torso and the right torso and the left torso, critting on his engine. And the right arm and the left arm and the right arm again, critting on his medium laser and his upper arm. No, Silent K does not like unknown sources of damage. When they're hitting us and we can't even see who they are, that bothers me. I hate that. The Talon hits Tsubasa in the left torso for 5, down to 16. The Phoenix Hawk hits the demon in the front, immobilizing it, and leaves it with 42 armor. Hits it in the rear, down to 5. The demon tank hits the spider in the left arm for 15, destroying it completely. And 2 SRMs to the right and left torso. Left torso is down to 1 structure, critting on 2 jump jets. Ouch. The Man-O-War hits the Talon in the center torso, critting on his gyro. Left leg, left torso, right arm, destroyed and transferring into the left torso. Right leg, left arm, transferring into the left torso and critting on his engine. No, destroying the left torso, he must have an XL engine. So the Talon is kaput. And then Hoser at the demon, hits it in the left side, hits it in the front. Left side costs it half its movement points, leaves it with 7 armor remaining. Tsubasa needs a 4 to stay standing, gets the 4, barely. The spider will kick the demon on the left side on a 0. Hoser will not be kicking the buildings. We kicked him in the rear, leaves him with 5 structure, cost him a movement point. I think he was already immobile. Tsubasa is at 11 heat. The Phoenix Hawk and Ash's Man-O-War are both at 6. We've lost initiative. The Stalker will move forward. Hunchback will move to the left. Hoser will advance at a sprint. Speeder, who is missing his left arm and about to be missing his left torso, will jump 7 hexes. No, we're missing some jump jets. We'll jump 6 hexes and be out of the way. Tsubasa will stand still, I think. Phoenix Hawk will jump into this hex behind the demon. And Ash oh, there's a Rifleman 2C. Yeah, let's get into medium laser range of the Rifleman 2C. Oh, he got into close range from us. That's not what I was shooting for. Okay, the the Stalker cannot hit anyone because they're all outside of visual range. The Hunchback can actually hit the demon in the left side. Shoot everything but one of the medium lasers. The speeder can hit him on 8, so we'll go ahead and take some shots at that. The grizzly. Can we hit the rifleman 2C? We can. We can hit him on 4s with the Gauss rifle. The large pulse on 3s, the medium pulse on 5s, the small pulse on 7s, and the LRMs on whatever that was. I missed it. Stalker. The demon is outside of visual range. The rifleman 2C is outside of visual range. Okay, so we've got no searchlights. The Phoenix Hawk can hit the demon. Phoenix Hawk can hit the demon in the left side or the rear. With everything will go 10 heat over because we're gonna jump next turn if this is the last turn. The rifleman 2C, we've got him on 8s, so we'll hit him with all of those if we can. We'll go 4 heat over for that. Alright, the Hunchback hits the demon in the left side and destroys the demon. Good deal. The Spider hits the demon in the left side. There is no more demon. The demon hits the man of war in the right arm for 15 down to 1. Tsubasa hits the rifleman in the chest with the Gauss rifle. Hits him in the left arm with the large pulse. The medium pulse and the small pulse both miss. And then we got 6 LRMs to the left and right arms. Carpathize, hey, how's it going? Glad you could make it. We've got about an hour left in this stream, and things are going fairly well. We've taken some damage, but we're dishing it out about as well as we're taking it. We just hit a rifleman 2C with a Gauss rifle and some lasers and some LRMs. The demon hits our man of war in the chest with its Gauss rifle, and SRMs to the chest and left arm, and the right arm and the left torso, and the chest and the left leg, both down to 14 and 13. Phoenix Hawk at the demon is already dead. The man of war hits the rifleman in the right leg, hits him in the chest, hits him in the left leg, hits him in the right leg, left leg, but does not get the kill. Rifleman 2C at Tsubasa hits him in the left torso and the chest on 5s. 2 out of 4s, not bad on 5s, given that he's using pulse lasers. The rifleman stays standing, Tsubasa stays standing, the man of war stays standing. We are going to be skipping our physical attacks with... the rifleman kicks the man of war and misses and does not fall down. Our heat is bad. Tsubasa's at 14. He successfully avoids shutting down. Phoenix Hawk is at 10 heat. We have 1 initiative going into round 8, was it? Okay, we've got the Stalker. We've got Hoser. We got the Hunchback. Spider can flee. Tsubasa can flee. Phoenix Hawk can flee. Man of War can flee. Alright, so 4 of our units have fled to the north. Stalker has no shots on these sensor returns. Hunchback has no shots. Hoser has no shots. Everyone's at 0 heat. We have lost initiative going into round 10. We can have Hoser advance to here, provided he can make a 2. The Stalker can flee. The Hunchback can flee. And that is all we need to do to win this match. Alright, so yeah, that was what we needed to do. We have succeeded at our mission. We have made it across the field. Yeah, we save and salvage, we save the files. Enemy retains battlefield control, so we're not going to take any salvage. The Man-O-War took some hits to the left or to the right arm, down to 12 structure. The Grizzly took an engine hit through the armor. The Spider lost its arm and almost its torso. But other than that, we came through pretty well unscathed. Okay, so none of our pilots got hurt. All of our kills got assigned. So we've got Ash with 2 kills. We've got Roretto Gatto with 2 kills. Tsubasa with a kill. Ash with a kill. Hoser with a kill. Zero Chu and Tugyu all have kills. No one got any awards. Destroy 75%. Did we not do that? The Rifleman survived, the Demon survived, the Demon and the Demon. Okay, well. We did get 2 scenario victory points for reaching the north edge with 3/4 of our forces. So that is considered a victory for us. Captain Lysag, Roretto Gatto, and Martin all gain edge for being in combat the first time. And then we've got repairs that we need to take care of. We've got the armor on the Hunchback. Do we have that's good with armor? Ben is good with armor. Ben is also an internal specialist, so we'll have Elena doing our armor first. It's 25, 40, and 25 on him. Elena will continue doing armor on that mech. Uh, 35, 50. No, we don't need to spend 50 on that. We can spend 7 on that. Alright, the left arm, we can have Ben do that, and Ben doesn't actually have to spend that long on it. He can do that in half a day because this mech is easy to maintain. And then the left torso, we can do that on a 3. We can do that on a 4. There we go. And then we've got the jump jets. We can have Edeborg do the jump jets. We can have her do those in like 15 minutes each. And then the actuators, we can have like one of our regulars do that. Septi, yeah, we'll have Septi. Six minus 3 minus 3 minus 2 minus 1 minus 1 plus 1. So yeah, minus 3 on the actuators. Oh, I had the wrong. I had extra time, not rush job. Dang it. Okay, well, we can have Yasrudin do the other one of those. I thought those numbers seemed really low. For the armor tech, we can have Elena do that. We can have Elena do that. Stalker just needs some armor. We can have Elena do most of that. It's another 25 minutes for her. And then we'll have our regular Josefa will do the ammo bins. Marauder's missing a laser. We can't replace that. The Spider's missing an arm. We can't do anything about that. Are we out of standard armor? It says we've got 3 points of C used. We have 80 points of A brand new, D brand new, A brand new, B brand new, C brand new is in transit. 160 points of C brand new. Can we not use our armor that is not C rated used? Well, that kind of sucks. Like, what's the point of having all that armor if I can't put it on my mechs? I might have to do something about that. Yasrudin, no. Josefa is our armor tech, our ammo tech today. The right arm can go to Edeborg. Elena can do the armor. And Speth can do some armor. How do we have 480 points in transit and none in stock when we clearly have 320 plus 160, 480 points plus 640 points, but we can't use it. Like, what's the point then? Let me see if I can fix that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, and now it's listed as component C, or quality C. It's listed as functional. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we can't use it. What gives? How are we out of armor? That is gonna be a problem. Okay, well let's we'll have Edeborg repair this engine. We've got armor there, we've got armor there, large laser and an actuator there. Okay, well we can go on to the 10th. Okay, Luke Green has turned 40 today. Benissa is celebrating 5 years with us. A bunch of Guillaume is celebrating 6 years with us. Fred Modry is celebrating 6 years with us. Dolphic Har is celebrating 6 years with us today. Nice. And then Denise Antonio is celebrating 6 years with us today. Okay, so we've got armor being ordered and armor being arriving in like 27 days. We got armor arriving in like, yeah, 27 days is the soonest I'm seeing. And then we've got a new scenario. Base defense will occur, oh, that says today. Let's go to briefing room. Okay, so orbital defense, allied defend. They are sending us a trebuchet. They're sending us some turrets. And we are supposed to be defending against 26, almost 27,000 points worth of units. 27,000 points worth of units. That's like 2 lances at least. We've got a 4-5 and a Highlander 732. We've got a Rifleman 2C there. We've got a bunch of Zephyrs. We've got a Black Knight standard style. We've got a Flashman 8K, which is the, it looks like 3 large lasers and a bunch of mediums. And the reinforcements are a Stalker, a Royal Stalker, the 3FB, with LRM-15s with Artemis instead of the large lasers. No, still has a large laser in the right torso. Still has a large laser in the left torso. Must have double heat sinks too. And an Atlas II. Oh, good lord. Atlas 2 with an ER large in each arm, an LB-10X, an SRM-6, a medium pulse, 2 medium pulses in the left torso, another SRM-6 and ammo in the left torso, LRM-20 and ammo in the right torso, and then LBX ammo in the right torso. Yeah, the Atlas 2. Yeah, I'm not wild about that. This is under sleet and a moderate gale with heavy fog. Let's see if we can reroll this weather a bit. Oh, clear, calm, and no fog. Nice. We just wait a few hours and everything clears right up. But that is still 17.3 thousand worth of OP4 and another 9,500 worth of reinforcements. We're gonna want to bring like 3 lances to this. Okay, so we're bringing Tonga Lance, obviously. And we're bringing Galatea? No, Mariana. Yeah, let's bring Mariana. They're in the frontline position. About Aleutian or Galatea? Galatea is still injured. Ryuku is light. Tethys. Tethys is slow in long-range weapons. Or Aleutian is a little bit faster. And wait, we had 3 support points. What happened to them? We had 3 support points. What happened to them? That's not cool, man. Alright, so we'll be bringing Illusion Lance, I suppose. We're spending all of our support points on that. And we rolled a 10 versus a 6, so we did successfully reinforce. I did not use all my support points yesterday. I used them all today, and we had 3 more assigned from yesterday. We had them all last week, and then we gained more yesterday. We should have some today, and we don't. And I don't get that. Alright, so we've got 8 units deployed to this orbital defense platform that we're defending. We've got a trebuchet on our side. We've got some turrets on our side. And we've got 4, 8, 10 units attacking plus 4 reinforcements. And Atlas 2 is going to be exciting. Exciting is one way to put it, yeah. Infirmary, we've got... Okay, Vernita is still hurt. Wyvern is still hurt. And then we've got a couple of prisoners that are still hurt. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can go ahead and start this battle. We've only got about 30 minutes left in today's stream, so we're not going to be able to get too far into it. Let's see what we got. Let's go compact view. We'll sort by... Oh, it would help if I had the whole thing on screen at one time. Okay, so their big bad is their Flashman with the 3-4 pilot, followed by the Highlander with the 4-5 pilot, followed by the Black Knight with the 3-4 pilot. The Hachiman support tank with the 2 ER mediums and the 2 LRM 20s is their 4th biggest bad. The Ares with the ER large and 25 LRMs. Oh, all of these are smaller than the Atlas 2 with 2863 battle value with no edge. Okay, he's got the 2 ER larges, the LV-10X, the LRM 20, 2 medium pulses, and the SRM 6. So not too different from a standard Atlas. The Stalker 3FB, the combat computer, 2 ER larges, 2 LRM 15s, 4 medium lasers, no SRMs, curiously. And then for the map, it's a bit late, but I didn't mean last week. You started the stream with no support points. Advanced today, I got 3 and then spent 3 to reinforce. Oh. No, you're right. You're right. This is... Even with reinforcements, this is gonna be rough. I forgot about that. You're right. You're absolutely right. They've got reinforcements arriving on round 1 and round 8. We've got reinforcements arriving on round 1 and round 2. You know what? I'm okay with fudging that a little bit. Because there's no way we could take one lance against 25,000 points worth of units. That's just not gonna happen. That's like 2 lances worth of units against 1 lance worth of ours. And I'm not trying to do that. Start the battle today. Yeah, we've got 30 minutes. We can do that. Okay, we have 1 initiative going into the deployment phase. We have reinforcements arriving on round 1 and round 2, and they've got reinforcements arriving on round 8. We've lost initiative going into the deployment phase for round 1. We are deploying in the center. They're deploying where? They're deploying in the edge in the northeast. Call it a lucky coincidence the reinforcements just happen to be in the area for reasons. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Honestly, okay with quite a bit of fudging reinforcements on this contract. Yeah, because oh man, I know the clans are supposed to be difficult, but geez, this is just not fair. The lack of support points, mainly it's just the lack of support points. Like if I didn't have to spend 3 support points reinforcing every time, this would be a lot easier. I'd be able to reinforce every battle, no problem. But 3 points to reinforce on a 6. On a, was it a 6 or a 4? Yeah, even with 3 support points, we still had to beat a 6. So that's, oh man. Alright, so we've got turrets here. We've got enemies arriving on the edge. We've got enemy reinforcements arriving in the northeast. Northwest, northeast, okay. So we'll have the stalker deploy here. Oh, and of course they're deploying on the west side. We'll have the grizzly deploying in these heavy woods. We'll have Ash and the Man of War deploying in these light woods here. Hoser can deploy in these heavy woods here and just kind of camp there. Oh wait, no, we've got a Zephyr down there. We got a Rifleman 2C and a Highlander up here. We've got a pair of Zephyrs over here. Okay, we need to get Hoser into these woods here so we can take out that Highlander. Hoser is definitely a camper. Yeah, I know. We'll have Hoser go first. And we'll go into these light woods and then into the heavy woods next turn. Let's see, the Stalker can move into these woods and try to take out those 2 Zephyrs, or no? No, I want Stalker to move into this direction so we can cover that left flank. Tsubasa. Why can I not? It's Alt, right? No, it's Alt. And that passes through 2 heavy woods, so there's no LOS. Okay, the Black Knight's not doing anything. Tsubasa now has a Zephyr in his back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ash will stand still and try to take out that Zephyr. Alright, the Zephyr has tagged the Grizzly. Not cool. Let's see. The Stalker has got the Highlander on a pair of 10s. We'll skip the 12s, but we will get as many 10s as we can in here. So you know what? We'll throw in one of the 12s just because we have the heat sinks for it. Let's see. Hoser has the Rifleman on 6s, so we'll do 1, 2, 3 of those. Let's see, the Grizzly, who got tagged by the Zephyr, only has eyes on the Hachiman and the Flashman. Flashman on an 8. And an 8. And an 8. And Ash has the Zephyr on 5s, so we should be able to nail him pretty hard. Yeah, we'll go 2 heat over to nail the Zephyr. Okay, and a bunch of stuff happened after we were done. Okay, the Zephyr hits Tsubasa in the center torso rear and the left torso rear with medium lasers, and the left leg with another medium laser. How did Tsubasa only have 12 on his left leg? How did Tsubasa only have 12 on his left leg? Were we not done repairing him? Oh, crap. Well, okay, wait, did we advance the day? If we advance the day... Oh man, Big Oof is right. Hit the wrong damn button. Okay, let's try this again. Come on. Come on. It should have saved right when we started that battle. Okay, it saved right when we started that battle. Okay, that was... I'm not trying to do a repeat of that. You know what? We're just going to save our campaign here. Just almost lost an hour and a half's worth of progress. Yeah. Tell you what, we're gonna start this orbital defense battle, next week. Because that has me a little skeeved out. I'm not sure exactly how to phrase it, but skeeved out sounds like a good way to put it. um, yeah, we'll pick this up next week. In the meantime, don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. Thank you all for joining me. Virang, Fox of Nod, Carpathice, glad you could make it. Everyone who's watching on YouTube and Twitch who's not in the chat, I appreciate it. Glad you could make it. Thanks for joining me. I'm sorry for bailing on you guys a bit early today. I'm sorry for misclicking on that. And we will see you guys next week. Until then, have a good one.